Old-style toilet bowl systems need constant maintenance and repairs. At many occasions, the automatic shutoff mechanism fails, causing flood and property damage. The device looks like the original water tank, except for having no top lid, and its porcelain cover slips on, with the position of the oversized flush handle is on the side. The oversizing of the flush handle was needed to create a stronger push-down force against the two flush rod's springs load. This way, children and older people can do it with minimal effort. The main objective of Flush-All is a momentary on-off valve that offers both on-demand and partial flushing, which uses coated metal conical-shaped gate washer that is similar to ball valve effect. The coated metal of this valve is to prevent fatigue that leads to deformation or warping. This would prevent the formation in toilet bowls of varicose vein-shaped water deposits that is caused by continuous, hard-to-detect water leaks caused by warped or deformed rubber or plastic components of the conventional toilet bowl systems. Ball valves require a lot of force to turn, which causes frictional wear. This valve works by being lifted up and lowered down, which means no friction wear and requires much less force to open it, and it closes automatically because of the spring's load, which means it requires almost no maintenance. The two springs that load and lower the conical-shaped washer are activated by being pressed together instead of being stretched. This type of spring activation causes less wear on the springs. The flushing is momentarily, with no waiting for the device to refill or stop refilling, which means continuous, uninterrupted flushing that has a constant pressure and controlled completely by the person flushing the toilet bowl. By partially pressing the flush handle, midnight flushing become a quiet flushing. Flush-All is basically a momentary on-off water valve device with a slip-on porcelain cover to make it look like a conventional toilet bowl's water tank. Breakdowns, repairs, and maintenance will be greatly reduced with this highly simplified form of flushing. This system uses much less water than conventional toilet bowls tanks. Flush-All replaces only the water tank and leaves the toilet bowl intact. This system can be installed with virtually no tools. This device uses 1. Direct city water pressure, 2. Reservoir water, 3. Pressured trapped air. As the city water fills up from the bottom of the reservoir, air is trapped above it. Those three forces power the device and clears the content of the toilet bowl in the first few seconds of flushing. With those three forces combined, the person flushing the toilet does not need to hold the flush handle any longer than when flushing a conventional toilet bowl. With no waiting for the device to refill or stop refilling, which means continuous, uninterrupted flushing that has a constant pressure. Those unique features make this device both as a water saver and a noise saver. Midnight quiet partial slow flushing. More time for larger bowl content and less for a minor flush. You won't have to contend with noisy water flow anymore. All conventional toilet bowl tanks utilize a predetermined amount of water, which require an automatic refill and automatic shutoff mechanism. But Flush-All doesn't use a predetermined amount of flush water, and therefore doesn't need the automatic refill or automatic shutoff. This is an important concept because most of the conventional toilet bowl's problems are caused by trying to measure this exact predetermined amount of water into a tank or receptacle, then determining the exact moment to stop this refills at each and every flush. Eventually, this process will fail, sometimes with devastating results: floods, water damage. Pretty much all of the conventional toilet bowl flushing systems on the market have tanks or receptacles with both an incoming and outgoing on-off water valves, inlet and outlet. The Flush-All device has only the outgoing on-off valve outlet, because the flush-all reservoir is part of the building's sealed plumbing system and does not need to be refilled, has no inlet on-off valve because it will always be filled with water. Conventional flusher: incoming on-off water valve inlet, outgoing on-off water valve outlet. Flush-all flusher: outgoing on-off water valve outlet. Installation: remove the old water tank by turning off the water inlet valve. Flush the toilet, then disconnect the incoming water line, followed by removing the two nuts at the bottom of the old water tank. In older water tanks, the two mounting bolts that holds the water tank to the toilet bowl are located inside the water tank, which causes the two bolts to rust and wear out. In flush-all, the two mounting bolts are outside the water tank and never come in contact with water because they are located on the outside, so there's no long-term water damage to them as it happens in conventional toilet bowls water tanks, where the mounting bolts are inside the water tank. Discard the old water tank with all of the contraptions inside of it. Half ball and socket design. Flush-all joints: those gaps allow those two joints rotations, which in turn allow the flush rod to go up and down. The three all joints are designed to articulate all the moving parts without allowing any water deposits to build up on them because of their unique design, patent pending. Mounting bolt: tight fit rubber washer. This universal mounting base is made up of many blind-ended nut-like threaded holes openings that are open to the bottom only. Universal design can be used on almost any toilet bowl. A simple retrofitting procedure using the exclusive flush-all universal mounting base that allows the mounting of the base to the many different sizes and designs of toilet bowls, water tanks, mounting holes. Universal mounting base close-up: blind end nut openings, mounting bolt, rubber washer to hold mounting bolt in place, water inlet on the toilet bowl. This opening should be aligned flush. Rubber washer to hold mounting bolt in place while you aligned with the flush device. You don't need to replace the whole system. It can be retrofitted to almost any existing toilet bowl without removing the toilet bowl. Market impact: the only part to be replaced is the old water tank and whatever contraption inside of it. The device looks like original water tank except for the flush handle position. Your toilet bowl will not look too much different from your old toilet bowl, except for the size and position of the flush handle. Both on-demand and partial flushing that uses coated metal conical shaped gate washer that is similar to ball valve effect, which means requires almost no maintenance. Plastic components that constantly wear out, leak, get stuck. When the contraption is complicated, things can and will go wrong. Once the flush-all becomes common, almost all those toilet bowl repair and maintenance parts will become obsolete. The slip-on porcelain cover and the flush-all device. The flush-all device's water reservoir is part of the building's sealed plumbing system and not part of any open water reservoir, as on those three pictures of a conventional old-style water reservoirs. Green product that saves water and prevents property damage with minimal to almost no maintenance. Please visit YouTube/flushall, a new way to flush the toilet bowl. This device is in a patent pending stage.